SAP BusinessObjects BI Platform questions answers.
Question 1. You change the title of a Crystal Reports object using the Central Management Console. Where is this change reflected? Option A. In the report file stored on the input file repository server. Option B. In the log file of the Crystal Reports processing server. Option C. On the Central Management Server System database. Option D. In the report file stored in the Business Intelligence Archive resource file.
The correct answer is option C, on the Central Management Server System database. Section, Platform Functionality.
Question 2. How does the system behave if you have an idle connection timeout setting on the Crystal Reports cache server that differs from the setting on the Crystal Reports processing server? Option A. If the setting on the cache server is higher than on the processing server, this will cause excessive consumption of disk space. Option B. If the setting on the cache server is lower than on the processing server, a user request could be closed prematurely. Option C. If the setting on the cache server is higher than on the processing server, this could cause a memory overflow error. Option D. If the setting on the cache server is lower than on the processing server, the data source connection could be closed prematurely.
The correct answer is option B. If the setting on the cache server is lower than on the processing server, a user request could be closed prematurely. Section, Platform Functionality.
Question 3. Your report has more records than the value set for database records read when previewing or refreshing on the Crystal Reports processing server. What happens when you refresh the report from the BI Launchpad? Option A. The report returns partial results without a warning message. Option B. A user is prompted to edit the report. Option C. The report returns partial results with a warning message. Option D. An error message is displayed.
The correct answer is option D. An error message is displayed. Section, Platform Functionality.
Question 4. On a production system landscape, you need to perform maintenance on a host that is currently running scheduled jobs. What action should you perform on the adaptive job server before shutting down the host? Option A. Disable. Option B. Force termination. Option C. Restart. Option D. Enable.
The correct answer is option A. Disable. Section, Platform Functionality.
Question 5. In the BI Launchpad, several viewing formats are available for web intelligence preferences. Which format avoids the need for any additional software on client machines? Option A. PDF. Option B. Rich Internet application. Option C. Web. Option D. Desktop.
The correct answer is option C. Web. Section, Architecture and Administration. A valid answer.
Question 6. Which server manages authentication? Option A. Event server. Option B. Explorer master server. Option C. Central management server. Option D. Input file repository server.
The correct answer is option C. Central management server. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 7. Which tasks does the Crystal Reports cache server perform? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A. Store.epf files. Option B. Store.etf files. Option C. Generate.etf files. Option D. Generate.epf files.
The correct answers are options A and B. Store.epf files. Store.etf files. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 8. Which server is required to run replication jobs? Option A. Adaptive job server. Option B. Adaptive processing server. Option C. Connection server. Option D. Event server.
The correct answer is option A. Adaptive job server. Section, Architecture and Administration. A proper answer.
Question 9. Which servers are used to process schedule requests for web intelligence documents? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A. Crystal Reports processing server. Option B. Web intelligence processing server. Option C. Adaptive job server. Option D. Adaptive processing server.
The correct answers are options B and C. Web Intelligence Processing Server. Adaptive Job Server. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 10. Which server can you use for searching on data, filtering, and aggregation? Option A. Explorer Search Server. Option B. Explorer Indexing Server. Option C. Explorer Master Server. Option D. Explorer Exploration Server.
The correct answer is option D. Explorer Exploration Server. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 11. Which server processes dynamic recipient lists for publications? Option A, Crystal Reports Processing Server. Option B, Report Application Server. Option C, Output File Repository Server. Option D, Adaptive Processing Server.
The correct answer is option B, Report Application Server. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 12. Which server processes platform search service requests? Option A, Adaptive Processing Server. Option B, Event Server. Option C, Explorer Indexing Server. Option D, Explorer Master Server.
The correct answer is option A, Adaptive Processing Server. Section, Architecture and Administration, accurate answer.
Question 13. Which server processes visual difference? Option A, Central Management Server. Option B, Dashboard Server. Option C, Web Application Server. Option D, Adaptive Job Server.
The correct answer is option D, Adaptive Job Server. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 14. Which service synchronizes updates to third-party security plugins? Option A, Authentication Update Scheduling Service. Option B, Lifecycle Management Scheduling Service. Option C, Platform Search Scheduling Service. Option D, Security Query Scheduling Service.
The correct answer is option A, Authentication Update Scheduling Service. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 15. Which server can access the reporting data sources directly? Option A, Crystal Reports Cache Server. Option B, Input File Repository Server. Option C, Web Application Server. Option D, Adaptive Job Server.
The correct answer is option D, Adaptive Job Server. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 16. On how many hosts can a server intelligence agent control services? Option A, as many as the number of central management servers. Option B, as many as the number of file repository servers. Option C, as many as the number of processing servers. Option D, 1.
The correct answer is option D, 1. Section, Architecture and Administration, genuine answer.
Question 17. Which of the following services are assigned to an adaptive job server? Note, there are 3 correct answers to this question. Option A, Web Intelligence Scheduling Service. Option B, Replication Service. Option C, Client Auditing Proxy Service. Option D, Document Recovery Service. Option E, Publication Scheduling Service.
The correct answers are options A and B and E. Web Intelligence Scheduling Service, Replication Service, Publication Scheduling Service. Section, Architecture and Administration, a proper answer.
Question 18. Which web intelligence viewing preference allows you to work with web intelligence documents even if you are not able to connect to the central management server? Option A, Web. Option B, Desktop. Option C, PDF. Option D, Rich Internet Application.
The correct answer is option B, Desktop. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 19. Which relationships are possible between a remote connection and a replication job? Note, there are 2 correct answers to this question. Option A, a remote connection can have only one replication job. Option B, a replication job can have only one remote connection. Option C, a remote connection can have one or more replication jobs. Option D, a replication job can have one or more remote connections.
The correct answers are options B and C. A replication job can have only one remote connection. A remote connection can have one or more replication jobs. Section, Architecture and Administration.
Question 20. Which of the following tasks uses the adaptive processing server? Option A, run a schedule for a web intelligence document. Option B, view a web intelligence document on demand. Option C, view a workspace from Analysis Edition for OLAP. Option D, view a Crystal Reports object on demand.
The correct answer is option C, view a workspace from Analysis Edition for OLAP. Section, Information Flow.
Question 21. A user schedules a document. When the scheduled time is reached, the central management server assigns the request to a job server. Which task is performed by the job server as the next step in the process flow? Option A, receive a copy of the document from the input file repository server. Option B, send a copy of the document to the processing server. Option C, send the instance to the output file repository server. Option D, retrieve data from the data source.
The correct answer is option A, receive a copy of the document from the input file repository server. Section, information flow. A to the point answer.
Question 22. A user views a page in a Crystal report that exists on a cache server. Which server receives the page from the cache server? Option A, Crystal Reports Processing Server. Option B, Input File Repository Server. Option C, Output File Repository Server. Option D, Web Application Server.
The correct answer is option D, Web Application Server. Section, information flow.
Question 23. Which actions does the Server Intelligence Agent, SIA, perform during startup? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, connect to the auditing data store. Option B, request a list of servers to manage. Option C, start the web application server. Option D, start the servers configured to start automatically.
The correct answers are options B and D. Request a list of servers to manage. Start the servers configured to start automatically. Section, information flow.
Question 24. A schedule request for a Crystal report is sent to the Central Management Server, CMS. Which task does the CMS perform next? Option A, assign the request to a job server. Option B, add a record with the schedule information to the system database. Option C, request the report from the input file repository server. Option D, send the report instance to the output file repository server.
The correct answer is option B, add a record with the schedule information to the system database. Section, information flow.
Question 25. From which server does the Crystal Reports cache server request pages? Option A, Report Application Server. Option B, Crystal Reports Processing Server. Option C, Input File Repository Server. Option D, Adaptive Processing Server.
The correct answer is option B, Crystal Reports Processing Server. Section, information flow.
Question 26. The Web Intelligence Processing Server has finished processing a document. To which server is the document page sent so that it can be viewed? Option A, Output File Repository Server. Option B, Adaptive Processing Server. Option C, Adaptive Job Server. Option D, Web Application Server.
The correct answer is option D, Web Application Server. Section, information flow. Answer is absolute.
Question 27. You want to refresh a web intelligence document in a 3-tier mode. Which server is required? Option A, Adaptive Processing Server. Option B, Output File Repository Server. Option C, Connection Server. Option D, Adaptive Job Server.
The correct answer is option C, Connection Server. Section, information flow.
Question 28. You want to save a report to the Business Intelligence Platform from the Crystal Reports Designer. Which servers must be running? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, Connection Server. Option B, Input File Report Server, FRS. Option C, Central Management Server, CMS. Option D, Crystal Reports Cache Server.
The correct answers are options B and C, Input File Report Server, FRS, Central Management Server, CMS. Section, information flow.
Question 29. Which type of event is triggered by an alert? Option A, File. Option B, Event Insight. Option C, Schedule. Option D, Crystal Reports.
The correct answer is option D, Crystal Reports. Section, information flow.
Question 30. Which of the following servers could have a passive role? Option A, Crystal Reports Cache Server. Option B, Adaptive Job Server. Option C, Output File Repository Server. Option D, Central Management Server.
The correct answer is option C, Output File Repository Server. Section, Design and Deployment.
Question 31. How can you scale your business intelligence platform vertically? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, organize servers in server groups. Option B, deploy the web application server on its own machine. Option C, install a second job server on the same host. Option D, add more CPUs to the processing server's machines.
The correct answers are options C and D. Install a second job server on the same host. Add more CPUs to the processing server's machines. Section, Design and Deployment.
Question 32. Which of the following databases stores user activities? Option A, Monitoring. Option B, Reporting. Option C, Auditing Data Store. Option D, Lifecycle Management.
The correct answer is option C, Auditing data store. Section, Design and Deployment.
Question 33. What are the benefits of clustering central management servers, CMSs? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, enhanced security. Option B, automatic backup of the system database. Option C, fault tolerance. Option D, load balancing. Option E, improved throughput for report processing.
The correct answers are options C and D. Fault tolerance, load balancing. Section, Design and Deployment.
Question 34. What are the benefits of organizing your existing servers into server groups? Note, there are three correct answers to this question. Option A, increased fault tolerance. Option B, ability to control which servers execute processing or scheduling requests. Option C, simplified server administration. Option D, optimized network traffic. Option E, simplified disaster recovery plan.
The correct answers are options B and C and D. Ability to control which servers execute processing or scheduling requests. Simplified server administration. Optimized network traffic. Section, Design and Deployment.
Question 35. Why would you configure a second server intelligence agent, SIA, on the same host? Option A, to allow servers to be secured separately. Option B, to allow servers to run under different network accounts. Option C, to take over the management of the first SIA server if it fails. Option D, to increase the processing capacity of the host.
The correct answer is option B, to allow servers to run under different network accounts. Section, Design and Deployment.
Question 36. Where do you deploy job servers belonging to the server group to minimize network traffic? Option A, near the adaptive processing server. Option B, near the data sources. Option C, near the central management server. Option D, near the web application server.
The correct answer is option B, near the data sources. Section, Design and Deployment.
Question 37. How can you achieve horizontal scaling? Option A, increase the database storage capacity for the central management server system database. Option B, increase the database storage capacity for the auditing database. Option C, install redundant processing servers on additional hosts. Option D, install redundant processing servers on the same host.
The correct answer is option C, install redundant processing servers on additional hosts. Section, Design and Deployment. Real answer.
Question 38. What can you do to increase the capacity for processing on-demand report viewing requests for Crystal Reports objects? Option A, organize existing Crystal Reports servers into a single server group. Option B, deploy the Crystal Report cache server closer to the reporting data source. Option C, deploy the output file repository server closer to the reporting data source. Option D, increase the number of Crystal Reports processing servers.
The correct answer is option D, increase the number of Crystal Reports processing servers. Section, Design and Deployment. Right answer.
Question 39. User A designs a document and exports it to a public folder called Sales on the Business Intelligence Platform. User B copies the document to a public folder called Marketing. User C schedules the document in the Marketing folder. The administrator deletes User A from the system. At this point, who is the owner of the document in the Marketing folder? Please choose the correct answer. Option A, User C. Option B, User A. Option C, Administrator. Option D, User B.
The correct answer is option D, User B. Section, Design and Deployment.
Question 40. Which of the following object types can you use to create an information space in SAP BusinessObjects Explorer? Option A, TXT. Option B, UNX. Option C, XML. Option D, BIAR.
The correct answer is option B, UNX. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 41. Which types of source document use global profile targets? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, Crystal Reports. Option B, Web Intelligence. Option C, Analytic View. Option D, Dashboards.
The correct answers are options A and B, Crystal Reports, Web Intelligence. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 42. Which of the following tasks can you perform using the SAP BusinessObjects Lifecycle Management Console? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, run and schedule replication jobs on a remote system. Option B, promote business intelligence objects from one system to another system in the same version. Option C, back up your business intelligence content. Option D. Migrate business intelligence objects from a previous system version to a new system version.
The correct answers are options B and C. Promote business intelligence objects from one system to another system in the same version. Back up your business intelligence content. Section, Platform Configuration. A great answer.
Question 43. You want to compare the contents of the system database and the contents of the file repository servers. Which tool do you use? Option A. Repository Diagnostic Tool. Option B. SAP BusinessObjects Dashboards. Option C. SAP BusinessObjects Explorer. Option D. Information Design Tool.
The correct answer is option A. Repository Diagnostic Tool. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 44. Which of the following tasks can you perform using the deploy tool? Option A. Scan and repair inconsistencies between the system database and the file store. Option B. Separate static content from dynamic content. Option C. Import users and content from a previous version to the current version. Option D. Monitor the health of the business intelligence platform deployment.
The correct answer is option B. Separate static content from dynamic content. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 45. Why would you use the monitoring application in the SAP BusinessObjects Business Intelligence Platform? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A. To check system response time. Option B. To determine if more licenses or system resources are required. Option C. To manage report instances. Option D. To analyze effective writes.
The correct answers are options A and B. To check system response time. To determine if more licenses or system resources are required. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 46. In the monitoring tool, what information does a trending graph provide? Option A. Real-time information about the use of client tools. Option B. Current state of the server intelligence agent. Option C. Historical metric data generated by probes and servers. Option D. Real-time information about license consumption.
The correct answer is option C. Historical metric data generated by probes and servers. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 47. What are the benefits of using federation? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A. It reduces the number of objects in multiple systems across geographical sites. Option B. It enables a consistent rights policy across multiple offices for global organizations. Option C. It provides real-time information on user activities, system KPIs, recent alerts, and watches. Option D. It obtains information faster by processing reports at remote sites where data resides.
The correct answers are options B and D. It enables a consistent rights policy across multiple offices for global organizations. It obtains information faster by processing reports at remote sites where data resides. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 48. What is a dynamic recipient? Option A. An enterprise recipient to which multiple aliases have been assigned. Option B. A publication recipient that is listed in an external document. Option C. A publication recipient that has an alias in the business intelligence platform. Option D. An enterprise recipient that is assigned to multiple profiles.
The correct answer is option B. A publication recipient that is listed in an external document. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 49. When viewing a Crystal report using the ActiveX viewer, what is the extension of the viewable file? Option A. HTML. Option B. RPT. Option C. XML. Option D. EPF.
The correct answer is option D. EPF. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 50. Which tool can you use to create a server intelligence agent? Option A. Central Management Console. Option B. Central Configuration Manager. Option C. Lifecycle Management Console. Option D. Upgrade Management Tool.
The correct answer is option B. Central Configuration Manager. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 51. You have two input file repository servers, FRSs. How do you determine which one is active? Option A. Use the Audit Data Store report. Option B. Use the metrics of each FRS in the Central Management Console. Option C. Use the SAP BusinessObjects Explorer. Option D. Use the Repository Diagnostic Tool.
The correct answer is option B. Use the metrics of each FRS in the Central Management Console. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 52. Which tool can you use to find the database type of the auditing data store? Option A, Upgrade Management Tool. Option B, Central Configuration Manager. Option C, Repository Diagnostic Tool. Option D, Central Management Console.
The correct answer is option D, Central Management Console. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 53. How can you copy the settings from server A to server B? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, enable the Use Configuration Template property for server A, then enable the Set Configuration Template property on server B. Option B, enable the Set Configuration Template property for server A, then enable the Use Configuration Template property on server B. Option C, clone server B, then enable the Use Configuration Template property on server A. Option D, clone server A and name it server B.
The correct answers are options B and D. Enable the Set Configuration Template property for server A, then enable the Use Configuration Template property on server B. Clone server A and name it server B. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 54. Which of the following tasks are performed by the Central Management Server? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, restart servers that have stopped unexpectedly. Option B, manage auditing. Option C, retrieve documents from the input file repository server. Option D, maintain a list of servers and IP addresses.
The correct answers are options B and D. Manage auditing. Maintain a list of servers and IP addresses. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 55. How do you track the performance of business intelligence platform services in real time? Option A, schedule probes to run at specified intervals. Option B, include servers in your replication lists. Option C, set up profiles in the monitoring tool. Option D, query the auditing data store for metrics.
The correct answer is option A. Schedule probes to run at specified intervals. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 56. What metrics are measured as default probes in the monitoring application? Please choose the correct answer. Option A, application metrics that monitor indicators such as the number of user connections. Option B, system metrics that indicate the success of a certain task, for example, CMS ping. Option C, topology metrics that indicate the health of a certain category of servers, for example, core services. Option D, system metrics that are indicators of the performance of the operating system, for example, free memory.
The correct answer is option B. System metrics that indicate the success of a certain task, for example, CMS ping. Section, Platform Configuration.
Question 57. What can you use to update data source settings on the system database? Option A, Lifecycle Management Console. Option B, Central Configuration Manager. Option C, Web Application Container Service. Option D, Central Management Console.
The correct answer is option B. Central Configuration Manager. Section, Installation and Backup.
Question 58. When performing a silent installation, which command line switch do you use to read the installation options from the response file? Option A, L. Option B, Q. Option C, R. Option D, W.
The correct answer is option C, R. Section, Installation and Backup.
Question 59. What should you include in a disaster recovery plan for the business intelligence platform? Note, there are three correct answers to this question. Option A, customized code on the web application server. Option B, registry settings of the central management server. Option C, PID files for processing servers. Option D, contents of file repository servers. Option E, backup of the system database.
The correct answers are options A and D and E. Customized code on the web application server. Contents of file repository servers. Backup of the system database. Section, Installation and Backup.
Question 60. Why would you choose the web tier installation type when installing the business intelligence platform? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, to add the web service query application to client workstations. Option B, to add web intelligence processing servers to an existing cluster. Option C, to install and configure a new web application server. Option D, to install required browser plugins on client workstations. Option E, to add web applications to a supported Java server.
The correct answers are options C and E. To install and configure a new web application server. To add web applications to a supported Java server. Section, Installation and Backup.
Question 61. Which of the following applications can you install using the SAP BusinessObjects Client Tools installation program? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, Translation Management Tool. Option B, Dashboards. Option C, Crystal Reports. Option D, Business View Manager.
The correct answers are options A and D. Translation Management Tool, Business View Manager. Section, Installation and Backup.
Question 62. What do you have to consider when defining an instance management plan? Note, there are two correct answers to this question. Option A, the duration period for retaining instances. Option B, the maximum number of retained instances. Option C, the available storage space on the input file repository server. Option D, the number of job servers generating instances.
The correct answers are options A and B. The duration period for retaining instances. The maximum number of retained instances. Section, Content Management.
Question 63. Three user groups have one custom access level defined for a specific folder. The security requirements have been changed. Now, each of these three groups requires different rights to access the folder. How can you achieve this? Option A, use different predefined access levels for each group and apply them to the folder. Option B, use a predefined access level for each group and apply it to the folder. Option C, make two copies of the existing access level, modify them, and apply them to the folder. Option D, modify the access level to allow each group to access the folder.
The correct answer is option C. Make two copies of the existing access level, modify them, and apply them to the folder. Section, Content Management.
Question 64. What is the difference between the predefined access levels View and View on Demand? Option A, View on Demand includes Refresh Reports data, View does not. Option B, View includes Export Reports data, View on Demand does not. Option C, View on Demand includes Send to Email Destination, View does not. Option D, View includes View Document Instances, View on Demand does not.
The correct answer is option A. View on Demand includes Refresh Reports data, View does not. Section, Content Management.
Question 65. Which of the following rights are granted on the predefined access level schedule? Note, there are three correct answers to this question. Option A, delete instances that the user owns. Option B, view document instances. Option C, refresh the reports data. Option D, modify the rights users have to objects. Option E, copy objects to another folder.
The correct answers are options A and B and E. Delete instances that the user owns. View document instances. Copy objects to another folder. Section, Content Management. A suitable answer.
Question 66. User A designs a document and exports it to a public folder on the Business Intelligence platform. User B moves the document to a different folder. User C schedules the document. User D opens the latest instance of the document. At this point, who is the owner of the instance? Option A, User D. Option B, User A. Option C, User C. Option D, User B.
The correct answer is option C. User C. Section, Content Management.
Question 67. Users are not able to launch the monitoring application on the SAP BusinessObjects Business Intelligence Platform. What should you check to troubleshoot this? Option A, whether the Java application server has run out of memory. Option B, whether the users are added to the content publisher groups. Option C, whether the entered license keys are valid for the monitoring application. Option D, whether the appropriate version of Adobe Flash Player is installed.
The correct answer is option D. Whether the appropriate version of Adobe Flash Player is installed. Section, Troubleshooting.
Question 68. A scheduled web intelligence document failed. Which of the following servers could be the cause of this problem? Note, there are three correct answers to this question. Option A, Web Application Server. Option B, Adaptive Processing Server. Option C, Adaptive Job Server. Option D, Web Intelligence Processing Server. Option E, Output File Repository Server.
The correct answers are options C and D and E. Adaptive Job Server, Web Intelligence Processing Server, Output File Repository Server. Section, Troubleshooting.